Hi everyone, my name is Moj Taylor. I'm a mentor for action research at City College Plymouth. Now that kind of spells M-A-R-A-C. It's a shame City College Plymouth, you couldn't think in all of your history of your institution, you couldn't have your name starting with an A, maybe change the whole city name so I could have it as Maraca, which would be amazing. I would be called an acronym as Maraca. Anyway, I am mentoring with the Action Research team and it's been really fun so far looking at the project City College Plymouth are doing. Now my top tips for engaging students are, firstly, metacognition, thinking about thinking. Don't even start with maths until you start them, or any subjects until you start them with brain science. Make it fun. Geek out. Make them in wonderment about this amazing thing they have between their ears you don't often feel until you've actually banged it or you've got a headache or something's wrong with it. But getting them understanding they have this incredible thing up here, they should want to use it. And if you can get them thinking about the way their brain works and all kinds of fun ways and how we store memories, how we form memories, often through emotion, then I find that is always a good foundation to go on. Second one, A, is analyze past students' progress. So looking at attribution theory, looking at the idea of what are the behavioural causes or the factors behind things that have gone right or wrong for students in the past. So there's a guy at the University of Virginia who did a study on this years ago, but he took students who weren't doing very well in their subject. Then he showed them previous students doing that subject and how they weren't getting good marks at the start, but he showed them how with time their marks slowly start to improve. So making it really visual, maybe in a maths graph, but showing them previous students and saying it's okay to be failing at the start, to not know what you're doing, to struggle with the ideas that you're trying to get down on the page and you're trying to verbalize, which is obviously maths, but showing them previous things and saying, look, this is not just one student, this is a lot of different students, that will be you as well. The University of Virginia study found that their marks improved once these students had seen those previous students and talked about maybe the behavioural or the factual causes behind why there might be barriers for them. The third one is T, which is training all around them. Make it drip fed everywhere you can. Memory is just recall. Recall is revision. Recalling thoughts that are formed, memories that are formed, and coming back to them. And the more you come back to them, the more it strengthens that neural pathway. So having that all around them, not throwing a test suddenly at them, but being able to, in a fun way, bring in things where, can you give them things they can stick up at home? So easy kind of cards where you go, stick this literally on your ceiling, stick this next to your bed, stick this where your coats are. Give them a plan of where to stick them. Could you make some maths things into coasters, into dinner mats, so it's what they're seeing when they're kind of, you know, when they're doing things. If they have to dry the dishes a lot, can you do a maths dish towel? Things like that. So training all around them and making it drip fed so it goes in subconsciously. Then we have H, which is have a laugh, have fun with it. What is the point in doing anything in life unless there's fun? And with them, being able to say it's not just the laughter, but it's the emotion invoked which forms powerful memories. But hopefully you want laughter because you want it to be a fun emotion associated with the subject in maths. But being able to use stories, use emotion. Can you find amazing stories of mathematicians in the past, or just people, everyday people, who have used maths in a really useful way in their lives, hopefully locally as well, so not just famous people from afar, but locally in Plymouth? Can you bring back previous people who have done the maths course, ex-students, to show the students, and maybe even lead a class or a workshop? Can you take more famous people or well-known people from the area who didn't just study maths but they use maths now? And also if you're teaching adult learners, so people who are coming back to have to do maths, can you find those people who have done that, who can come in and say, guys, this is me, a bit like the attribution theory. Show them these people who are living and breathing maths in their daily lives, who maybe didn't like it to begin with. And then the final one is S. Sprinkle them with rewards. Like a dog with a trick, our brain works well that way. If we do something and we make effort with it, and for them it's reminding them it's just as much about the process of explaining those equations, not just getting the right answer, the journey to getting the end result, not just getting the end result. And that's a good metaphor for life, isn't it? So, like a dog with a trick, our brain works better when we sprinkle rewards. And by that I mean, first, you sprinkle instant rewards, whatever those can be. Get to know the students, know what might be fun for them in terms of good rewards. It could just be coffee vouchers for the canteen, things like that. But then over time, when they're getting things right, you keep moving the rewards back, you keep moving the markers back, and you save those rewards, and hopefully bigger rewards as well, for when they're maybe doing a quiz coming up, a test, things like that. So those are my tips. Thank you very much. And I think if I was right, my points spelled out M-A-T-H, yeah, not just a hat rack, and then S